Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is look at putting a panel of this 3D form panel on the face of this piece right here. Okay, so to do that, we could make it up, right? Like I could go in and just put in another panel and draw it in and sort of make it up. But what I want to do is come in here and look at the actual item I'm going to use, this Varia. And if I go up to their products, right, they have wall features, which is kind of what I'm going to be using it for. And they have this Varia standoff wall feature. And it's 300.01. And if I click on that, right, it'll give me the information, you know, what you'll get and material choices and size, 12 by 12 minimum, no maximum, sort of that kind of how long it takes to get it. And you can scroll down and features and hardware. It's showing this 1-inch barrel and the point support cap, you know, and some other information that works really well. But what I really want is the download for this. So if I go to specs and downloads, right, it's giving me the install document, and then it's also giving me the Revit. So it has a Revit and a CAD file, and I've already downloaded these and we'll take a look at them. But if I go to the Revit file, it's actually one of these panels, a 4x8 panel, and the CAD has the same thing in there. So I'm going to use the Revit file, and I'm going to cheat a little bit since we have a arced wall. I'm going to go ahead and place it on a flat wall just so we can sort of see what it looks like without using the arc first. So if I go to Insert, and I'm going to load Family, and I'm going to browse to where I saved that file. So under here I have 3D Form and Varia, and here is the Revit, and you'll see that there is a simple spec here that they made, and I kind of updated it a little bit. We'll talk about that later, and made it a little different. So I'll go ahead and open this one. I'm going to click open and hit cancel there for right now. And so it's loaded it into the project. And so what I want to do now is, I'm going to go ahead and close this guy, is I want to go to my Plan A1 bar, and I can place it on this wall. So if I go to the architecture and component, it's going to show me that. And if I go to this wall, it's going to want to place that guy on the wall, but it's going to sort of rotate it, right, to get it as flat as it can. And that's actually good. We could go in and place a series of these, right, and put them actually in order and make them orient correctly, right? But what I want to do is kind of place it as flat as I can. And so if I get to the center, it actually does sort of place it flat there, right? Like it's not rotating it around anymore. So if I get it as close as I can, I'll just left click on it. And then I'm going to hit escape a couple of times, and I'll go back to my section, and we can see the panel, which is sitting there, right? It's kind of high up in the air. And I'm just going to use this for a guide. I'm not going to use it for the model. I'm just using it as a guide to draw things with. And so one of the things is that we can't see the attachments because the view plane, the clip offset, is set so close. So I'm going to come in here and set this to like 3 feet. And now you'll see that little piece, right, as it's going kind of into the wall, right? And so what I can do now is I can use this to kind of create my own little outline for this guy and just use it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a little outline and use this guy. Okay.